There's a Missouri town named Cape Girardeau, and Addicting Info is reporting on a strange story regarding their local laws. Apparently, they have what's called the Prohibited Acts Ordinance. Sounds very broad. What is that? Well, it outlaws any noise that anyone might find annoying. I'm not kidding. And how insanely broad is that? If something annoys you, it's illegal. Like, and I know I'm probably guilty of this too, so I definitely live in a glass house, but being honest, if I'm listening to a podcast or something on YouTube or something, and I hear too much of, like, mouth noises, you know, like lip-smacking noises, saliva noises in the mouth, and again, I know I'm probably guilty of it too. I try to weed it out in post-production and stuff, but that pisses me off enough. That's a noise that pisses me off. So imagine that was illegal. You smacked your lips too much. You're going to jail. Or farting. Oh my God, did you just rip one? Go to jail. Guilty. What a crazy world we would live in if that was actually enforced. Well, it actually is enforced. I'm going to get to that in a second. But to give you some more specifics on the rules, they lay out that yelling, shouting, hooting, whistling, or singing on any public street is illegal, usually at night. And there was a case recently where the law was enforced. Quote, Matthew Peters arrested a man named David Clary on August 30th, 2013 at 10:45 in the morning. Clary had been pulled over by the officer for making an illegal turn. He was admittedly not happy about the traffic stop and admittedly complained about being given a ticket. Complaining about being a ticket is not a crime and is not just cause for arrest. But what did the cop do? Quote, the cop arrested Clary for violating the town's noise ordinance, saying that if his voice could be heard at more than 50 feet, he was in violation of the law. So what actually happened? Well, this is a guy who got a cop mad and he needed an excuse to arrest him. So he said, "Ma, you're being too loud. Ma, now you're going to be arrested." But the sad thing is he actually has justification. That law is on the books. So now the ACLU is getting involved in trying to smack down this absurd law. But this is something we unfortunately see all the time in red states. Laws like this. There was even a law about cursing. I think it was in the Carolinas. We covered a story recently. I don't remember whether it was North or South Carolina, but a woman cursed in a grocery store and she was arrested. Again, unbelievable. So what's the main point here? Why am I telling you this story? It's to illustrate that, sure, there may be a handful of consistent conservatives that actually believe in small government, but as we've seen recently with the whole Ferguson, Missouri situation where there were protesters and the militarized police force stepped in and shot tear gas at reporters and all this nonsense, most conservatives were shh. They didn't say anything. That's the biggest government imaginable, but shh. They didn't say shit, okay? Some principal ones, Rand Paul, Justin Amash, they disagree with it. But most conservatives were like, yeah, crack down. We love big government. So whether it's that situation or this situation, modern-day conservatives, they're not principled. They don't believe in small government. They believe in authoritarianism, okay? Just have this power structure and organization and tell people what to do and enforce those rules, even if they're stupid rules, even if they're dumb rules, but only if you're enforcing them on poor people and black people and women and just anybody who's not me.